And moving on to the Hong Kong Cup, I mean, interesting your lineup here. I mean, firstly, Irian, you would have been pleased with his. He got a good run in the race last time, but he just kept on coming all the way to the line.
Yes, he did. That was a true Irian. His runs in the past have been below average simply because we still have a crossfire or a brushing or speedy cutting problem with him that we've had to get a lot of farriers' heads together and our chief vet now to try and work out what the problem was. We studied the steward's footage and we can see where the what actual foot is actually causing the damage. So what we're trying to do now is design a shoe that will hopefully take out that crossfire damaging of his right fore. And if we can do that, then this horse has definitely a chance in the race, because with his run to Snow Ferry was outstanding, his run leading up to that race was outstanding, but if we can get this horse's confidence in the right place, then he's definitely one of the horses to beat in the race.
Zaidan showed in Singapore, and he showed now he's up to the top level. I mean, and the advantage he's got in the race too, he can sit handy in the run.
Definitely, he's on about, you know, now I reckon he's on the same level as Irian. Not taking away Irian's run to Snow Ferry, but Zaidan is consistent. He's gone to Singapore and proved that. He's come back here. He runs big races here, and if he can get again the good gait and switch off just in behind the speed, he's going to be right there when the whips are cracking.
Moving on to Dan Excel, and maybe I mean, it was a surprising run last time from him. How did you see him lining up here?
Well, Dan Excel is in the same boat as Captain Sweet. He had a bacterial infection too that set him back, and that one run there, you know, it was quite lackluster. But with Washong on him the other day, he ran a great race. He kept getting to the line, so it showed, you know, it showed me and the owner that he's got over those troubles, or that bacterial infection, and that you know, close up handy. I think you know, he'd probably find this grade a little bit on the high side for him, but again, another horse that'll pick up a nice place check.
And one that I'm interested to hear talk about, Military Attack, because I think he's run actually quite well this term and floating under the radar a little bit. He's a horse that I think, for different reasons, we haven't quite seen the best out of so far this season.
Yeah, you're right there. I don't think what was the pace the other day? I don't know whether you agree. Mightn't have really suited him, but he got to the line with Tim Clark very, very nicely. Tim said the run was good. And the gelding, you know, during the off season was a big help, because the horse's demeanour was, you know, was a little bit on the risque side. But he's a horse with a big future. Whether he's going to do it next week and put in the real big one and win a race like this, I think there is a question mark there. But with respect to the future, this horse in the long term will be winning, you know, Group 1, Group 2 races, and with a bit more what I call acclimatisation. So from that point of view, I think Irian and from the, you know, the punter's point of view, Irian and Zaidan will be the ones to follow.
All in all, John, wish you the best of luck, and you're well represented in all of them, so hopefully you can get a hometown victory.
Well, any one of them would make my day. So fingers crossed, and for the stable, and fingers crossed for Hong Kong.